What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today I want to share with you guys the different types of prisoners you're guaranteed to see in the Chow Hall. I don't know why I keep doing that little head jerk thing right there, little Tourette's action. No disrespect at all. I don't know where that's actually, it might actually really be that. We've been doing these type of videos as of late, and I think that you guys have been enjoying these. I've certainly enjoyed putting them together, and I'm hopeful that today I'll be able to put this video together in such a way that you'll enjoy it as well. And in case you've missed any of those other different types of prisoner videos that we've done the different types of prisoners on the very first day in prison.
The shock and awe guy. The guy that's just shocked and amazed by everything on day one. Yo, you can order Snicker bars up in here. I didn't even have to order one. Somebody left a Snickers on my pillow. Oh, boy, jail is sweet. Yo, it now hurts when I sit down. Boy, I shouldn't have ate that Snickers bar. Wow.
We've also done the different types of prisoners getting released on release day.
But the guy who was surprised to be going home, like, when did I get a release? They're letting me out, B&B, pack my stuff. Yo, I thought I still had 3 years left to serve. I mean, I don't know, they must have made a mistake in the paperwork, but I'm not gonna sit here and argue with them. You ain't know you was going home? You only told on half of the city? Of course you knew you was getting out.
Didn't we do the different types of prisoners on commissary day as well? That's exactly what these vulture slash seagull slash everything else type of prisoners will be like, waiting for other prisoners to come back from the commissary so they can approach them as soon as they walk into the housing unit or cell block like, hey, Stigma, I see you got a bag of coffee, right? Hey, Stigma, can I get a shot of coffee? I didn't know they sold Folgers coffee on commissary. Hey, Stigma, you gotta let me get a shot of that. Oh, they got shrimp flavored ramen noodles now. I ain't got no, hey, you gotta let me get one of them shrimp flavored ramen noodles. Hey, man, I didn't know they sold it. I didn't even know they sold commissary at this prison. I just walked in the housing unit. You right here in my face. Dude, have you even brushed your teeth today? Why you right here? Man, how many times you been locked up? You been to prison 4 different times. You know they sell shrimp flavored ramen noodles and Folgers coffee. I ain't giving you that. Go brush your teeth. Go. Sounds like a barn inside of your mouth. How long you been locked up? You know they sell toothbrushes on commissary, don't you? And today we're getting ready to do the different types of prisoners you're guaranteed to see up in the Chow Hall. And folks, just like with all of those other videos that we've done, there's a many. God, I missed the close-ups. That was nice. There's a many. Real quick, before we go any further, I want to share with you a short story about putting this video together. I come up with this idea to put this video together. I got this awesome idea for a skit scene, but I need one particular prop. This right here, and not really sure if you're going to be able to see this all too well. What I'm holding right here is a prison tray. I had a blue one, and this is actually one from Alcatraz. I don't know what that was. This is one from Alcatraz that somebody had actually sent to me. I'm not too sure how this is going to work out in this video. It's probably not going to look so good, so I'm probably not going to be able to use this. I needed that prop right there. I went and checked garage number 1, garage number 2. It wasn't there. Went to the storage unit. It wasn't there. And all the while, I'm thinking to myself, watch that damn prison tray be right up underneath my nose. Sure as shit, it was right here in the closet. Let's go ahead and dive. God, this room is so small. Head first up into this video. The first sort of prisoner you're guaranteed to see up in the Chow Hall is the one that I like to refer to as the sad puppy dog, Sarah McLachlan type of a prisoner. In the arms of the angel, fly away with me. I don't remember any more words to this song that makes you cry. I don't know why they use this on those sad animal commercials, but every time they do, I want to go fight somebody I completely lost the whole tone of that song right there. The sad puppy dog Sarah McLachlan type of a prisoner. And I know that was probably a little dramatic right there, but hopefully you found that skit entertaining. That skit right there was actually the sole purpose I wanted to do this video. But you're guaranteed to have dudes up in the chow hall who are just sad, upset, crying about life, just depressed. And it could be because of the food that they're serving you. It could be because of the fact that they just found out about Jody number 10. It could be for a number of reasons, but the sad, depressed Sarah McLachlan puppy dog type of a prisoner ain't nobody that you really want to be sitting next to up in the chow hall. Listening to the gripes of this guy, we all got issues. We're all locked up. And nobody really wants to hear that, especially knowing that, 9 times out of 10, the reason why you're sad and puppy dog Sarah McLachlan out is because you're locked up and because of something else taking place out there in the world. And again, when you locked up, that world, that free world, ain't got nothing to do with what's going on behind the fence. You got to shut that out completely. Cut that out, like Joey from Full House. But on the flip side of the coin, real quick, the sad puppy dog Sarah McLachlan type of prisoner, like I said, you don't want to sit next to that dude up in the chow hall. You might, though, because he might be too sick to eat anything. Hey, I can't help but notice you going through it. Gosh almighty, you going through it. You gonna eat them beans and rice. Because if not, there's a hungry man right here. Moving on to the next type of prisoner you're guaranteed to see up in the chow. Guaranteed to see up in the hungry man. Otherwise known as the seagull. Ah! Mikey. Hey, give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. The garbage disposal. The dump truck. The trash can. Oscar from Sesame Street. The hungry man. There ain't no shame in the game when you ain't got no commissary and no change on your book so that you could order and cook a ramen noodle soup. Little spoken word freestyle right there. That joint slapped. I don't know what that means. But when you ain't got it, the chow hall most certainly does 3 times a day. And you're gonna eat it and also be referred to as a hungry man. The guy that's gonna eat anything up in there. The guy that's gonna be grateful for it too. Yo, they got cornbread on the tray. My favorite. You gonna eat that cornbread? And the crazy thing about it is if you've ever been locked up, we've all been that guy before. When that money didn't hit, when she said that she sent that, but she lied, we've all been the hungry man. And when you're starving, you're gonna eat it because you ain't got but 2 options when you're locked up, like the pop lock dancing dude had said one day while locked up. Told that story about Cheeseburger and the other guy. You ain't got but 2 options when you locked up. You're going to eat it or starve. I've actually got notes on this video and I've just been freestyling this thing. I think it's been pretty good just freestyling it. Now, I know we mentioned this sort of a prisoner in a recent video, the different types of prisoners you're guaranteed to see on the first day or release day. But just like either of those, you're guaranteed to see, and on commissary day, just like any of those, you're guaranteed to see the celebrity, the star type of prisoner, all eyes on me like Tupac, coming up in that chow hall, Gucci down to the socks. No BS. You'll have dudes who will actually make little logos for your sweatpants, like the polo and the Gucci. But yeah, you're gonna have these dudes who come up into the chow hall and they ain't even going up in there to eat. Now they might be going up in there for a little PR, a little person. What's PR stand for? Public relations. They might be going up in there just to give a tray away. Hey, it's the holidays, let's be generous. 9 times out of 10, if you're seeing the celebrity, the star, Gucci down to the socks, going up into the chow hall, he's usually only going up in there for one of 2 reasons, if not both. 1, because he wants to be seen. There's a certain female who frequents the chow hall line as, a staff member or maybe somebody who works in the kitchen, whatever, guard. Anything like that. He's either going there because he wants to be seen and try to talk. I was trying to think of what's the word that they use. Try to converse. There's a better word that they use for that. Damn, I've been out of prison a long time. I might need to go back. Some people actually say I belong there. Crazy as shit to think that. Where they do that at? But your star or celebrity type of prisoner, Gucci down to the socks, going up into the chow hall, he's only going up in there to fraternize. That's the word, fraternize. He's only going up in there to fraternize with females, if there is any females working, or maybe a guy that thinks he's... Or it's because they got chicken up in there. They got a boss tray coming through there. It's a holiday meal, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Ramadan. Boy, they feed you good on Ramadan. Next door to prisoner you're guaranteed to see in the chow hall, the gang member. Guaranteed, every gang member going to the chow hall, just like they'll go to church. And not only going in there to eat or maybe to jump somebody, boy, I've seen a lot of stuff pop off in that chow hall. And it ain't just got to be because of something that takes place in that chow hall, even though in a lot of cases it will be. But the chow hall is where you got all your homeboys at right there with you sometimes. And that's when you can really get at a dude, poke him up with that spork, or, you know, something better than that. Gang members guaranteed to see him up in the chow hall. Now, you definitely don't want to be sitting at a table with the Bloods or the Crips or the GDs or the MS-13s or the Mexican Mafia if you ain't, or the Aryans, if you ain't with them. And ain't nothing like, oh my God, there's nothing like this. And it happens. Getting stuck at a table with them dudes. Because in a lot of prisons, you can't sit where you want to sit at. You got to sit where they make you sit at. You got to fill up the tables. And sometimes you might not be paying attention going through that chow hall line. You might be worried about that beans and rice and cornbread. Damn. Hey, why he get a bigger piece than me? And before you know it, you sitting at a table with a bunch of bald-headed white dudes. So, y'all see that basketball game last night? That's a pretty awkward situation to get stuck up in. And if you've ever served time, you found yourself in a situation like that. Moving on, another type of prisoner guaranteed to see up in the chow hall, and another type of prisoner you don't want to get stuck at the table with, but you're going to end up, if you ever served time, you've been there, the lovebirds. Now, I'm not talking about love struck, love drunk, hey, my girl, gosh, I love you. Oh, I ain't gonna make no jokes, but I'm talking about the relationships that blossom inside of a penitentiary. And you know, there ain't nothing wrong with how a person chooses to live their life. However, in prison, when you deal with so much immaturity, you know, it definitely is something that gets made fun of, something that can lead to problems. And you know, there's a lot of dudes, and especially if you're not gay, you don't go sit at a table with the gay dudes because you could get perceived as that. And there ain't nothing like getting stuck at that table. I'm trying to make this serious, but at the same time, somewhat funny. But yo, if you've ever been locked up, you've been through this. You know, you've sat at that table, you've listened to the gossip. Oh my God, I can't believe Lil Dookie Drawers. Lil Dookie Drawers didn't even want to accompany me in the back shower last night. For real. That's messed up. Hey girl, that is messed up. You gonna eat that cornbread? But yo, we've all been there. We've all sat at a prison chow table with the lovers and, you know, been sitting there trying to eat your beans and rice and watching as your tray goes shaking across the table. And it ain't because of no earthquake. There's some vibration taking place on that table, if you get my drift. Better yet, I should have said under the table. Another type of prisoner guaranteed to see up in the chow hall, the stock trader, Wall Street, the Wolf of Wall Street, you know, the day trader. Hey, yo, I got my grits for your sugar pack. Grits for a sugar pack. The stockbroker, I like to refer to this guy as. The guy that's in there wheeling and dealing, trying to make a deal. Trading everything. This dude will be trading trays from 3 weeks from now. Hey, yo, I got my pancakes today for 2 lunch trays next week. When you're hungry and you a hungry man, boy, that dude's tacking on interest on state food. Oh, boy, he done store-boxed you a tray, and it happens. I will give you my sweat meat sandwich today for 3 dinner trays next week. God, I'm starving. Oh, God, I'm starving. And they got the macaroni with no condiments. The day trader, you're going to have, and it gets so annoying too. Gosh almighty. You know, prison, one of the biggest pet peeves about prison, aside from the violence, the gangs, the extortion, the beatdowns, is the fact that it is just low down, freaking annoying listening to some of this shit. Yo, I got a cup of water today for your salt pack tomorrow. Everything is for sale, including your Junies. So keep those wrapped up if you ever got to serve some time. Now, I need to make a clarification. Your stockbroker, day trader, prisoner up in the chow hall is going to be totally different from your mule. And trust me, just like with the cartel and the U.S.-Mexican border, you're going to have some mules up in prison trying to bring back everything that ain't bolted down from out of that chow hall, because your chow hall is connected to your kitchen, just like your elbow's connected to your, I have no idea, what is your arm? The mule. Guy who doesn't have a hell of a hustle. He's not a talented artist, or, he's not big enough to beat you down, or he doesn't want to wash drawers. But your mule, he will put it all on the line, risking coming out of that chow hall and getting patted down for a few extra dollars, maybe a couple of ramen soups and a cup of coffee, something along those lines. One of the craziest things that I ever heard of a dude trying to snatch up out of the chow hall, because mind you, when you get up and put your tray in the little slot that goes into the dish room, that's where a lot of contraband was coming out. No Joe Cosby, the guards noticed. They'd be posted up right there by that tray slot. But sometimes they're not. And in this one particular case, I guess that there wasn't, because this dude tried to bring back a 20-pound, might have even been more than that, a 20-plus pound bag of potatoes. Whole spuds. What you gonna do with that? Damn, you hungry. Times is tough. If you're risking losing good time for a 20-pound sack of potatoes, but I guess you can make potato wine, as a matter of fact. That's probably what they were doing. They're probably making that shine. Just put two and two together right there. There's only two more types of prisoners that I want to share with you guys in this video, and as I wrap this up or get closer to doing so, if I forgot any or any that I didn't include that you can think of, please comment down below and let us know. But the next to last prisoner I want to include on this list is your angry man. And a lot of us have been the angry, like the dude who's just mad at the world. Yo, I can't believe this tray. Salisbury, this looks like a cow tongue. Dude mad about everything. They got, in a lot of cases, plexiglass partitions between you and the food service workers. And I feel like that stuff is bulletproof. Because every prison, at every institution, in every state, every country, you're going to have an angry man coming through that chow hall. Yo, I ain't getting no mustard pack. Dude who mad at the world. And when you locked up, you got every right to be mad at the world. Start with yourself first, because you put yourself there, or unless somebody told on you. And in that case, you really mad at the world. But guaranteed, you're going to have that angry man up in that chow hall ready to blow a gasket over the fact that he ain't getting no cheese on his sweat meat tray. And that's a big deal. Don't put no cheese on that tray if you want to. You ain't going to be safe on that institution no more. You're going to have to check in. Hey, yo, that's that trustee right there that didn't put no cheese on my tray. Green light that dude. And I'm not talking about that game you play in elementary school. Green light, red light. Over a slice of government cheese. Shit don't even melt in the microwave. And the final prisoner to make this list, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment on this thing. I feel like we went in pretty tough on this, and hopefully it's going to come together real well. But the final prisoner I want to include is your humanitarian. You cannot be feeding us like this. This ain't part of a 2,000 calorie nutritious diet. Sad reality of it is they're probably right. They don't care what you eating up in there. They just know that they gotta feed you, and it's all about cutting corners and saving money, because at the end, whoever's in charge of that prison at the end of the year, they're getting a nice little Christmas bonus if they can come in under budget. And guaranteed that they will every time too, but you're gonna have that humanitarian coming through there. I mean, Greenpeace. Can't do us like this! This is a cow tongue! What about the cow? You don't even feed us real beef in here! We've got rights too! We are people! Tell that to the correctional staff at most every institution, because there's going to be far and few between who actually think that you are. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace! So, y'all see that basketball game?